That part of town. Neeson pulled her worn cape tighter around herself as she skittered from shadow to shadow, cursing her bad luck. Not only had she missed the last public pod. Not only did she lack the funds to hail a private pod to take her home. Not only had she failed to pay her communicator bill, so she could not reach out to a friend, if she had had any friends in this forlorn city. No, she has also made a wrong turn somewhere along the way. She had somehow strayed into that part of town. The part of town her indifferent co-workers had warned her about. The part of town, had it even been tolerated in the town she grew up, her parents would not have talked about. The part of town where the unfortunate and the aliens lived. She tried to make herself small as she darted across a pool of light, every instinct telling her to hide in a dark spot, cursing her brightly colored cape. Except this town had a horror her parents refused even to mention: Terrans. Tall, towering Terrans. Predators. Ferocious, bloodthirsty, violent predators. Was that shadow moving? Neeson had never seen a Terran in the flesh, but she had heard stories. Stories that could make the bravest tremble and the less brave faint. And Neeson figured that if less than half of the stories were true, Terrans were at least twice as horrible as the worst she could possibly imagine. What was that sound? Heavy footsteps? And was that a light? Neeson panicked. A handy alleyway presented itself, and she darted into the darkness unthinking. A dead end. Neeson froze, feeling her guts twist and turn. Gods, she thought, make it painless. Or at least quick. The heavy footsteps stopped just outside the alley. A tall bipedal figure peered around for a second, as if to make sure there were no witnesses. It pointed a blinding light at her, making her whimper. And then came a voice that made her limbs freeze and her brains boil. "Are you okay, miss?" It said impassable in her lingua, "Should I walk you home? This can be a very rough neighborhood if you're not local."